Hi everyone, I'm Mackenzie Nealis, currently a junior at South Tahoe High School, enrolled in Sports Medicine 3, and today, for my medical journal research, I will be talking about stress and its effect on younger generations. So, to begin, what is stress? Stress is your body's reaction to a challenge or a demand, feeling of emotional, mental, or physical tension. You can experience stress from your environment, your body, and your own thoughts. Humans undergo stress when in a situation or event that puts pressure on us, the feeling we get when we have demands placed on us that we find difficult to cope with. There are two types of stress, one being acute stress and the other being chronic stress. Acute stress deals with the short-term stress that goes away quickly, and our body's actually really good at handling acute stress. For example, would be before giving a presentation or a speech in front of a group of people. On the other hand, chronic stress is the stress that lasts for a long period of time and is harder for our body to handle because it creates a new normal internally that will always be stressed. An example of chronic stress would be a divorce or an unhealthy marriage. With that said, it is completely normal for everyone to undergo stress at some point in their life. So, how do you know if you're stressed? To start, irritability and anger. Most likely, kids who are stressed out or teens who are stressed out become more short tempered and argumentative than normal. There are also changes in people's behavior. As a young child who is a good listener and suddenly starts acting out, or a once active teen now who doesn't want to leave the house. Sudden changes can be a sign of stress levels that are high. Trouble sleeping. Children or teens who might complain of feeling tired or not being able to sleep. Next, neglecting responsibilities. So, children or teens who suddenly start to drop the ball in homework, forget obligations, or start procrastinating more than usual. Next, eating changes, whether it be eating too much or eating too little, can both be reactions to stress. And lastly, getting sick more often. Stress often shows up as a physical symptom, and people who feel stress report headaches or stomach aches. Knowing the signs of being stressed, there are also the effects that come after that. So, high blood pressure, heart disease, diabetes, obesity, depression, anxiety, skin problems such as acne, and being critical of yourself are all signs of stress on the body. Also, on the other hand, the mental side, having a hard time concentrating, paying attention, or remembering things, losing one's creativity, thinking too much about the past, thinking about suicide or death, withdrawing from relationships or lacking motivation, and being newly fearful, jealous, guilty, or suspicious, having low self-esteem, and being restless or unable to sit still. In a study performed by the American Psychological Association, who periodically surveys for stress in the American public, it was shown that Gen Z, which is represented in the red on the diagram, um, showed a higher percentage of feeling stressed by issues in the national news over adults, who are shown in the black on the diagram. With a better understanding of what stress can do to our body, we also now know that it can also affect our DNA. Tips of DNA strands are protected by little shields called telomeres. Each time a cell divides, it loses a bit of its telomeres. An enzyme called telomerase can replenish it, but chronic stress um, exposure decreases your supply. When the telomere is too diminished, the cell often dies or becomes pro-inflammatory. Scientists actually pinpointed the damage stress does to DNA, the genetic material in every one of our cells. Each time a cell divides, the telomere tips shrink a bit. Repair enzyme quickly fixes them, but only so many repairs can be done. And so the more stress a person undergoes, the less well the repairs work. Thank you for your time. If you have any questions, please let me know.